One thing I can always appreciate about Apex is that when the pros get sick and tired and fed up with stuff, they're not afraid to voice their opinion and make some changes of their own. But sometimes this is not a good thing. Sometimes it's a very good thing. It looks like some pros are looking to make some changes to ranked, whether or not Respawn is down for it, whether or not Respawn is going to do it. They're wanting to start another movement, it seems like, because no matter the changes you make at the end of the day, it seems like they always fall back on ranked being boring. And as well as the patch notes that released yesterday, many people are talking about some specific changes that were in there that kind of flew under the radar and not many people were talking about. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and comment down below for a chance to win a Valk heirloom. And if you're already subbed to the channel, thank you very much for doing that. So firstly, I just wanted to point it out that Imperial How obviously has made it very known of how he feels with the rank system, and not only just the rank system, but also, you know, the custom lobbies being broken for the last couple of months, them practically being able to get zero practice whatsoever for the biggest ALGS tournament, you know, the biggest Apex tournament that's been happening and since the game is honestly released. I mean, we're talking millions of dollars, and they're not able to get any kind of practice whatsoever. Still to this day, zero communication coming from Respawn side or EA side at all, or the guy who at least runs the competitive scene for, you know, for Apex Legends and gives out all the codes for the custom matches. Just absolutely zero response, and it's pretty insane. So we said this last night, with the drought that they're having with competitive and not being able to scrim and all this, he says not having competitive for this long has showed me how much I actually love it. Only playing ranked every day just becomes pure boredom for me. I don't understand how content creators do it. And it wasn't only him, so it looks like Sweet Dreams was actually looking to make a change for ranked and basically trying to get everybody on board with this. And I honestly think this would be a good idea indeed. And in fact, I think they need to make this as a permanent, you know, solution for, you know, at least some parts of ranked, because ranked can kind of get repetitive and very boring, especially on the content side of things. When you're seeing the same teams just 3-stack over and over, they always hit pred, they always hit master. It's no real accomplishment at that point. You know, you got 3-stack pro teams, 3-stack really good content creators that are hitting the same achievements every single, you know, time. It'd be nice to really spice it up, you know. So he said this: we need a ranked season where everyone decides to just solo queue the entire split. 3-stack ranked is just so dry for both the players, and it's become extremely dry for the viewers. 2, we would make insane collab content as different pros would match each game. I don't know, but this is really boring. So with all the rank changes that have happened for season 13, you know, you would have thought maybe this is saving ranked. You know, everybody said this will be the change that we all needed. This is actually so much better for ranked. And it looks like at the end of the day, they still walk back to the complaint that, you know, ranked is boring. We got a lot of interesting responses from this. Seems like a lot of the content creators and pro players were also on board. Diego Soares also saying this: I would honestly play ranked all day if it were like that. Finding people to play with and having the stack the entire time just isn't for me. Also, I would like to add in there, you know, you would be able to meet so many new people, actually forced to use your microphone. The game chat probably would be forced to have a good update, because honestly the voice chat is still very broken, and honestly I have to tell people so much that I just can't hear them. You know, hey, wait till we land, wait till we drop, because I can't hear you right now. I mean, just in general speaking, we are very much due for a game chat update. And not only that, but there's still the bug going on with game chat on Xbox that they still have not fixed. So that may be a good potential fix for ranked, and I would hope that maybe, you know, we can kind of get everybody on board. Obviously not everybody, but a good majority of people that start normalizing, I guess, solo queuing ranked, and maybe we would have a better experience. And honestly, if it gets widespread enough, you know, last time they did a movement like this with the Save Apex ranked, it got a lot of attention from Respawn developers. They actually picked up on it, started to read a lot into the things that we were frustrated about, and you know, they started to implement some changes based on this big article that Sweet Dreams had released. It was actually the face of this hashtag Save Apex ranked at the time. So, you know, if we did it all at the same time, maybe Respawn would pick up on this and be like, yo, we should make some changes to how ranked is played, and maybe it would actually provoke some good ideas. Now, with the patch notes we received yesterday, there were some ranked updates that were in there. Many people are thinking that this would maybe make your ranked experience a little bit better. However, I still don't think that it's going to fix the long-term solution. And honestly, the big picture of all of this is I personally think that ranked battle royale will always be somewhat boring, because in my opinion, you just can't match the feeling of, you know, FaZe versus Cloud9, and rivalries are in general just such a good idea for competitive scenes. And when you don't have that in battle royale, it really kind of draws away from the way you feel when you're competing. I don't think most of you probably agree, because last time I said that, you guys flamed me for saying something like that. So with the patch notes we received yesterday, there were a little bit of rank changes that hopefully will make your experience a little bit better in the meantime until we reach like a more long-term solution. This also obviously included like a little bit of a split reset reduction. So instead of, you know, going down 6 divisions, you're now only going down 4. And also they lowered the entry cost, -10 RP across all divisions and tiers, and then also diminishing the kill values. So as you can see on screen right now, most of these actually stayed the same. same except for 2, and that is the 7 to 9 eliminations. Used to be in the 13.0 approximate value was 20%, and now they're 60%. And the 10 to 12 eliminations used to be 20, and now they are 40. So basically, if you're cranking out really big high kill games in ranked, you should be rewarded a lot more now than what you used to be. And, you know, maybe in turn that will make you rank up better and maybe more accurately. So a lot of you that are saying, you know, I was, you know, pred last season or master last season or diamond last season, now I'm not able to get close, I'm only stuck in gold. Maybe this is the solution you've been looking for. I'm not quite sure. I highly doubt you're going to see too much of a rank change with this, but maybe it is the bread and butter that you needed to get to that extra step. They also made a little bit more of a change, and that was the kill tier differences. So mainly most things just seem to be increased by about 50%. So we're now looking at a tier difference of 1. Instead of being at 100%, you're now getting an extra 50% on that. So now 150% for your kill modifier. And then also if there's a 2 tier difference, there's 200% modifier instead of a 150. And then obviously if there's tier 3 differences, you're looking at 250 instead of 200. Now you would think with the very well-known issues of platinum and gold players dying to masters and pred players going around, you know, pro players have been talking about, and also the preds are sick of it as well, because they're sick of getting, you know, very little points for how, you know, small of a rank these people are. And also it's not really good practice. Their games are just way too easy. You would think with all of this going on, when they're talking about tier differences here in this ranked, you know, update, that they would basically say, you know, while we're at it, let's talk about this little bit of an issue you guys have been experiencing. We've heard it. We know what you're talking about. They're not acknowledging really anything. That's kind of unfortunate. The only other things that we have that are really been acknowledged are the things from the patch notes. I really like the transparency that they used to do in the patch notes and basically say, hey, we're aware of this, we're working on this, but there are some things that they actually are aware of, they're working on, they have let us know. It just simply was not in the patch notes, one of them being the Loba bracelet bug. If you guys are new, if you guys have not heard, if you haven't seen my other videos, Pav did say that they were working on it. Basically, they have new things in the game that are helping them kind of dial down what's causing the issue, because they're still not really sure where it's coming from or why it's happening. And also with the Apex coin purchasing, they're still fixing things over on Xbox. There's also a lot of bugs with the IMC armories. You know, people were able to put their tridents on top and, you know, hold people in and glitch in with ash portals and all that stuff. So basically a lot of this stuff was hot fixed already, but I think the trident one specifically was not, and this new update will have that fix. Now whether that's exactly exciting for you or not is to be determined. I mean, it's been over a month and a half, so I'll let you make the call on that. There's definitely a few of you that are not happy with Respawn, and it's not just been the lack of transparency, the bad servers, and, you know, the no regs that are going on, but many of you are also not very happy because cash grabbing seems to be very obvious as always, honestly, with Respawn. And basically, if you guys are kind of confused what's going on, we always talk about it. Every time an heirloom comes out, the legend gets a pretty big buff. Some skins come out or something gets cheaper with a specific legend, or they're selling stuff with this new legend, and then all of a sudden it builds that hype for everybody to start using that new legend. Try to get the pick rate as much as you can up on that legend, so when that heirloom comes out, people are more willing to buy that heirloom. It's exactly what Dad Jokes Gaming was saying. You know, Respawn isn't even being subtle about their cash grabs anymore. They're giving away Valk for free just a few months ago, and now we see your heirloom skipping like 5 legends. Loba mains are crying right now. So I'm very interested to hear your comments about all of these things down in the comment section below. Make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for some more, and you'll also be entered for a chance to win a Valk heirloom. And until the next time, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Later, Gators.